open door. I will stay, I will wait, wide awake, wide awake.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and this is Buttercup. She's an 11-year-old Newfoundland Labrador, and this is Ananda, our home on the water for 8 years. We hope you enjoy this tiny peek into our off-grid life on the west coast of British Columbia. I tried to get Buttercup out for a walk this morning, but she wouldn't have it. I got her to walk down to the dock, and that was about it. But yeah, she's inside right now. She doesn't want to come out. So that either means that there was a bear in the vicinity or a deer. So, or just something that doesn't smell right to her, because she just won't come outside. She's so funny. It's foggy again today. Really foggy. And tomorrow I think it's going to be foggy all day. Today's supposed to be foggy all day too. Yeah, so 2 solid days of fog. We may get a break tonight at around 5 p.m., but we'll see. Some locals stopped by a couple of days ago. They were with the brother of one of the owners. I think they had to use the washroom, so they stopped to use the washroom. I think they were out in the sound doing some whale watching. So anyways, whatever. I was talking to one of the girls. She's a local, and she said that August is affectionately called Fogust in this neighborhood. I had no idea, but it's apropos because boy oh boy, August 1st the fog is here and it's just not letting go. So perhaps that means that September is not foggy. Yesterday I also had another visitor in Canada. It might be in the United States too, I'm not so sure. I don't know everything about this, so please don't come at me if I miss out on some stuff or I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm not wrong. If I am wrong, I'll just let you know when I edit the video. But anyways, so I had a couple of guests stop by. They are the First Nations guardians of this area. So basically the Guardian program in Canada, there are First Nations bands that hire First Nations individuals to become the guardians of the land. So their responsibility is to ensure the wildlife is safe, to ensure food sources are adequate, to test the water, to make sure nothing is going on with the water in this area. They also monitor overfishing of boats that overfish. So they do that. So basically they're just the guardians of the land. If I really wrecked this name, I'm really sorry. But the guardians of this particular area are the Mama Lilikula First Nations. First Nation, not First Nations, First Nation. So yeah, anyways, they stopped by here yesterday just to have a chat, and they filled up their water on their boat. So yeah, I ended up chatting with them for, wow, probably a good 30 minutes. It was really nice. What else happened this week? Oh yeah, the owners were here for a day. They were here really for a couple of hours. They're just so kind. They just brought me supplies, so that was really nice. Which leads me to a question that I've gotten asked quite a bit in the comments. I've had a number of people ask me how I get food. So I thought I'd answer it here. I get food from the mainland. So Vancouver Island would be the mainland for us here. That is I think it's about 20 kilometers away. I do have a boat that I can use to, for emergencies, or a power boat, not my sailboat. I have my sailboat, but I also have a small power boat that I could use for emergencies or to go to town if I need supplies. I do need to go actually for a day. It's just been too foggy. I'm not going in this fog anywhere. Even if I had radar, I probably wouldn't. In the summertime, the owners are here quite a lot, so I just text them a grocery list. They kindly go shopping and bring me groceries. So it's really easy that way, and I haven't yet run out of food, so it's good. In the winter time, it's a little bit different. So the winter season is longer. So the winter season is probably about 7 months. In the Broughton Archipelago, where I am, there's a multitude of islands. There's a lot of islands, and there's different people on those islands. So certainly a lot less people in the winter time. The whales. But there is a resort just south of here. I think it's south. I get mixed up with my directions, but I think it's south. So just kind of south of here, there's a resort. And in the winter time, they have winter caretakers. And I met them last year, and they're they're just really amazing people. They go to town a few times during the winter. So what they'll do is they'll stop by here on the way, pick me up, and then I'll go with them, get all my supplies, probably for a couple of months at a time. So that's how I get my supplies in the winter. I don't go too often. I haven't been to town at all this summer, which suits me perfectly. So I literally haven't left the property this summer at all. The grocery store that we go to in Port McNeill is IGA. I don't know if that's in the US, but there's a bunch of IGAs in Canada. It is a bit more expensive than the IGA that I used to shop at in Vancouver, for sure. It's a bit more costly. The grocery stores are pretty expensive, but you know, I guess the further north you go, the more expensive it gets. Today, I really have to get this lawn mowed. It rained. For the last 2 days, it rained. So I haven't been able to mow the lawn. This lawn is my nemesis. Well, the lawn's not my nemesis. The rain is my nemesis. Yeah, so today I'm really hoping I can get the lawn mowed this afternoon. Hopefully it dries out a bit. The fog is starting to look brighter. It's starting to look warmer. So I don't know if you've been in a lot of fog, but if the fog is really cold and gray, that means you probably have a cloudy sky above it. But if the fog is, you know, has kind of a warm tint to it, then it means that you probably have blue sky above it. So I'm starting to see like a warmish tint on the fog. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, there's kayakers going by. Yeah, so mowing the lawn. I'll probably do a bit of weed trimming, and I've got some compost I need to dump into the compost bin, or maybe I'll put it around the back of the house. We'll see. Okay, bears. I'm outside.
You were meat eater, forsaken the plant. I'm here under covers, I'm under your trance. I saw the flare that shone in your eyes, but I have grown older from hearing your lies. An old photograph that you took from a plane of the snow-covered mountain in my mind remains. Darling, we just make sense. Ever since the day we met, we've been a perfect fit. We're a perfect fit.
Wanna go back inside?
Your lips on my lips. You belong with me and I belong with you. Like a fire on a cold night, like Sinatra on a long drive. You belong with me and I belong with you. I belong with you. We make sense. Darling, we just make sense. Ever since the day we met, you belong with me and I belong with you. Like coffee in the sunrise, like dancing in the moonlight.
Good morning. Why am I whispering? It's just so quiet with the fog. Yeah, fog again. I think we've got fog now, indefinitely. I don't know. I actually don't mind the fog. Everything's so quiet in the fog, which is one of the main reasons I'm out here, because I just love quiet. So yeah, I'm not complaining, but fog, lots of fog. Yesterday, I had a couple of issues with the lawnmower. Last night I did some research. I googled it and I discovered that if you use a John Deere when the grass is wet or wettish, it can clump and clog the vacuum, which causes it to stall or shut off, and that's what was happening to me. Because of the fog, the grass gradually over the days kind of just gets wetter and wetter. But the sun came out a little bit yesterday afternoon, and I let the grass sit in the sun for a few hours, and I thought that would be fine, but I guess it wasn't. So today what I'm going to do is I am going to somehow try and take a peek under the lawnmower and see if I can spot what's going on, or see if I can get rid of that grass that's stuck there. So yeah, I'm going to do that today. I had a few suggestions from people who have watched my last video of things to show. So today, it never occurred to me to show what I eat, which it should have, because I love watching people make food and eat food on TikTok and YouTube. So today, I think what I'm going to do is, there's one thing that I eat for breakfast almost every day, and I don't know if it's a little odd or if it's a normal thing to eat, but I don't believe in normal. I think everything's normal, but I don't know if your average person eats it. But it's a chickpea hash with eggs over easy, and it's really good. And I'll often only eat once a day, and I find that chickpea hash in the morning, it really fills you up. I'm not a vegetarian. I like, chicken, bacon especially, bacon. Everything tastes good with bacon. In fact, chickpea hash would be so good with bacon, but I don't have bacon. Yeah, so I'm not a vegetarian. But this is just something that I find tasty and that I eat on a regular basis for breakfast. So let's just check these. Nope, not done yet. My chickpeas are done, so I'm just gonna heat up the pan. I also have a chopped red onion, and I think that's about a 1/4 cup of butter. But again, just some people don't like eating butter, so I personally eat a lot of butter. So yeah, just as much as you're comfortable with. That's a chickpea dance. Works. Okay, so the pan is hot, so I'm just gonna pop in my Buddha. Let that melt. Melt away. It's a lot of butter, but it's delicious. So that butter is melting. Boom. Okay, and I'll put in my onion. So that's a small onion. It's like a whole small onion, like really small. About the size of a golf ball, I think. I just let those cook for a little bit. Not for too long, because I actually really like them to be slightly raw. Alrighty. And then let's get a different utensil. Let's use this guy. Okay, so I'll let that cook just for a little bit, not too long. Just to get the major crunch out of it. And then I'll put in my garlic, the garam masala, the cumin, and the turmeric, and the chilies. Okay, that's all in. Just get that mixed up. It'll probably turn into like kind of a paste. It depends on how much butter you use. So I'm just gonna let that cook for a wee bit. So I also put in a bit of tomato paste, not too much. Probably do about a tablespoon. Is that a tablespoon? Yeah. Mix all that in. Good. Okay. Now I'll take my chickpeas. Boom. And just give it a solid mix around. Okay. And I add a pinch of Himalayan pink salt. Butter. What are you doing? Alright. So the chickpeas are already cooked, so I don't have to worry too much about that. And now I add a half a cup of, is this a half a cup? Yeah, this is a half a cup. So half a cup of heavy cream. Okay. And now I'm just going to turn it down to about a medium heat. And just let that reduce a little bit. I'm gonna have a taste. That's so good. Oh. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, just gonna let that reduce just a tiny little bit. Not too much, because I just want it to thicken up a bit. Okay, so it's about thickened up, so there's no really a lot of liquid around. So I'm just going to transfer them to a bowl because I only have one frying pan. So this is what it looks like. You let the cream reduce enough so that you just have chickpeas in a creamy, spicy sauce.
We walked from Footscray all the way to see home, and we talked about what we did when we were kids. We asked each other stupid questions, talked about the silly things. If only it could always be like this. We followed the path round the coast in the sunshine. You couldn't help but hold me to you close. When you touched me, I felt an aching fear of losing, fear of breaking. It took a while for that feeling to go. We both knew we were just treading water. Eventually drown each other, grab hold of you, pull you under. Mine's already the bluest color.
I'm up here, birds. You stay away from here. I heard you down there.
It's now I remember all of the best times, like when we jumped under stars when we first met. We climbed a hill to those abandoned trails, laid together underneath the pines and skinny picking the river as the sun set. And in all of the pictures that we're together smiling, we both held our own wings deep in our chests. Sometimes we wanted to scream aloud, but it's easier to shut them out than risk breaking our many woven threads. We both know we were just treading water. Eventually drown each other. Hold on, we pull you under. Mine's
Ruff, ruff.